Welcome to the Fear Spirit Podcast. For those who needs no introduction, we're going to run it back. This time, we got someone different.
We got a new interview.
Our usual guy didn't really pop out today. So go ahead, bro. Introduce yourself, dog.
My name's Harrison. I'm replacing your boy Camden today. So
good to have you, man.
It's good.
Yeah. Harrison, it's good to have you. Good to have you here.
Thank
Harrison,
you. Harrison,
he was in this class as a freshman. He abandoned this class as a sophomore.
That's my bad.
And he is now back in this class as a junior.
You can blame my counselor on that one.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
She's great. Blame your counselor, whoever that person was.
Whoever it is.
What are we doing? Let's improve. Harrison, it's good to have you back, buddy.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's talk about what we got going on today. We got a new interview coming back, like I just mentioned. Officer Tim will be joining us today.
Oh,
and we're going to talk about police things. And it's going to be awesome. Because
police,
everybody in the school,
military.
you know this man. We all love this man. Great man. He's going to come. He's going to sit down right here on this couch. And we're going to talk about whatever Sean wants to talk about with Officer Tim. Second segment of the day, we got the Hang Zone coming back. You love it. You love the Gil Martin twins. You love Sean. They're great.
You love it. You want it. I know you want it.
And then lastly, we're going to bring on everyone's favorite. Maybe some people favor this person more than Officer Tim. Wade Price will be joining us on a segment today.
He's back.
Wade was assigned to go to Five Below and pick out two items. Two items?
Yes, two
Can
items.
you bring the items?
The items, Wade has been assigned to get two items, and we're going to have Sean review them. We're going to call it the Wade Price product review. And I think we're all looking forward to that because there is no freaking telling what Wade Price bought at Five Below.
Last time he had bugs.
I'm surprised he even went.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. We got him to do it, and he's fired up back there. He's over there on his phone, prepping and getting ready, going over his lines, doing his research, all that good stuff. So we're fired up. We're ready for product review. We're ready for the Officer Tim interview, and absolutely we're ready for the good old-fashioned Hang Zone. So we're going to take you to the Officer Tim interview right after this.
Welcome back to the Fear Spirit Podcast. And today we got a special interview. Probably everybody's favorite officer here at Keller High School. You see him wandering the halls, you see him doing his thing. We got Officer Tim.
Well, thanks, guys. Appreciate you asking me to be here.
Welcome. We're happy to have you on, Officer Tim. So, first question for you, Officer Tim. Where are you from? Where did you grow up?
So I grew up in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Amish country.
Okay.
Grew up on a dairy farm.
Interesting.
What was that like?
The reason I joined the Marine Corps is because I did not want to milk cows the rest of my life.
Yeah.
So
I don't blame
it was good to grow up that way. I loved growing up in the country. I'm a country boy at heart, but milking cows every day, every 12 hours, having to milk cows, just I wasn't into all that, so ended up joining the Marine Corps.
Mm-hmm. So I got a question. So that if you're from Pennsylvania, are you Eagles or are you Steelers?
So I grew up as a Steelers fan because I grew up in the 70s, so back when the Steel Curtain was around.
That's fair.
But I am the black sheep of the family. Everybody else is an Eagles fan.
Okay. Well, Mr. Webster's also an Eagles fan. We'll go ahead and say that. I'm okay with that answer. I'm glad you didn't say Eagles. I'm okay with that answer.
Sure. So you mentioned going to the Marines. So what was it like as soon as you were able to move out, you went straight to the Marines or?
No, so all my life I was being groomed to be a farmer. That's what I always wanted to do, want to take over the family farm. And like I said, I graduated high school, and my intent was to take over the farm. And about a year after graduation, I was like, I don't think I want to milk cows the rest of my life. And I walked in the house one day, and this is before cell phones, before voicemail and email and all that, and the phone just happened to ring, and I just happened to pick it up. And it was a Marine recruiter. And I had taken the ASVAB test in high school years before and apparently did pretty well on it. So they would call me about every quarter, say, hey, you want to come talk to us? And I'd be like, no, I'm not interested. Never had any intention of joining the military. That day, I was like, you know what? I want to try something else. It could have been the Navy, Air Force, Army that called me that day, but it just happened to be the Marine Corps. I met up with him, and 3 weeks later, after that phone call, I was in South Carolina going through boot camp at Parris Island. It was that quick. So it wasn't something I'd considered doing for years. It was just something I just say, yeah, I'll go do this, and that's how I ended up in the Marine Corps.
Yeah. What is boot camp like? How long does boot camp last?
Yeah, because Marines that's a tough thing, dude.
You're a
So
tough
I know
sucker.
things have changed over the years with training and everything else. But I went through boot camp in 1990. It was the fall of 1990, and that was the year that it was Desert Shield. So the U.S. was building up to go to war in Iraq, essentially. And so I always would tell people that if you've ever seen the movie Full Metal Jacket with the Paris Island scenes in there, that was pretty much what I experienced. When I went in, there were still guys from Vietnam in the Marine Corps.
Really?
Some of my drill instructors were Vietnam vets. So I always would tell people, you watch Full Metal Jacket and the scenes that they show from Paris Island in the movie, that's kind of what I experienced.
I did not know that movie was Paris Island. That's the same place you went. That's pretty ironic, pretty cool. Did they give you a nickname?
In boot camp?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, just you. No, we all were given a number.
Okay.
So they line us up, tallest to smallest, and you'd count off, and that is pretty much how you were recognized. Everything that I had in boot camp, you would take a Sharpie and you just put your number on it. And, truthfully, I can't remember what my number is anymore, or was back then. But, yeah, we were recognized as a number pretty much, and that was it.
So they didn't really call you by y'all's names. They just said numbers? Or?
No, it was just because it was just hard for them to remember all those names and stuff. We didn't have name tapes or anything like that. After a while, they would give people nicknames. I stayed under the radar to the point where I didn't do anything too bad or crazy. I just kind of did what I had to do. But, obviously the people that do things that when they mess up quite often, they eventually get those names. Like in the movie, if you've seen the movie, they had names for those people.
Okay. So after boot camp, did you serve in any tours? Did you go over to Iraq or anything like that?
So I came out of boot camp and I moved around 3 times before I got to my first official duty station, which was in California. From there, I deployed a couple times overseas, but not in any no conflicts. So I went to boot camp in November 1990, and we're in boot camp, and the war kicked off in Iraq, and it was over by January. So I graduated boot camp, and it's like we're pretty much not doing anything at this point. So for the first 10 years of my career, I did a lot of deployments, just deploying to different parts of the world for humanitarian efforts and for training with different countries. But then in, obviously, 2001, after 9/11, we declared war in that part of the world, and I did deploy to Iraq in 2003 and 2004.
And what was that like? If you're okay sharing.
What was your main goal getting in there?
So I deployed to Iraq in February of 2003, and we were based in Bahrain at the time, and we moved up to Kuwait, and we were about 20 miles from the border of Iraq, and I was part of the initial push when we went into Iraq, and it was essentially to get up to Baghdad to take control of the country. So when we crossed the border, all the Marine units went straight up the middle of Iraq, up the Euphrates River, and I was tasked with part of that. So we essentially pushed our way up to Baghdad and took over the country, and that was kind of what we were doing there. So I was part of the initial going into Iraq to take control of the country.
Wow. Okay, awesome. So let's talk about now. I just want to say thank you for your service. We appreciate you serving our country. That's awesome. Now let's talk about what you do here at Keller High School. You are the SRO, is that
Yes.
correct? That's your title?
School Resource Officer.
Yes. So walk us through what is a day in the life of the school resource officer at Keller High School.
I think you all see me standing around, but a lot of times, just talking to students, students come up, talk to me. Show up in the morning, go to my office. I'll check our logs from the day before for patrol to see if there was any incidences with any of our students. If there were, if something occurred, that way I just want to be aware of it. So if there's something I can do to assist in that, or if I know that the student's having some issues, maybe something going on at home or something like that, where I can talk to them and kind of help them through those things. My main thing here at school is safety and security for the students and staff. That is my number one priority. And everything else after that, interacting with the students and staff, helping them out with any legal issues they might have, any questions they might have about laws. Students are always coming in saying, "Hey, Officer Tim, I got a ticket, I got a warning, what do I need to do?" I do a lot of stuff with the counseling department. If people are in crisis, students are in crisis, or even staff members are in crisis. I am a mental health peace officer certified in state of Texas, so I have a lot of resources I can help people in those areas too. So just hanging out with the students and talking to them and having fun. I really enjoy working in a school where some officers everybody finds their specialty. Some like working drugs, some like working driving while intoxicated cases, some like working crimes against people. I really enjoy being in the school and working with y'all because I'm 53 years old and y'all make me feel like a teenager again. So it's pretty cool. Even though a lot of stuff y'all talk about, I'm like, it's just wow. It's
goes one in here, comes out the other.
No, it's so much different than when I was in high school. So when I do a lot of presentations to parents. I tell them, the one thing I can say is that, I'm a police officer, so I understand the law side of what goes on with juveniles. I also am a parent. I have 7 of my own children. So I understand how, as a parent, you feel when your child does something wrong or they get in trouble. And then, I remember being that 16, 17-year-old kid in high school. So I kind of remember what that's like for y'all, what you're going through, what you all are thinking in your mind. And then the last thing is I work within a school district, so I work very closely with the administration here. So I understand what the state and the district has put upon the administrators and the teachers, what is expected of them. So I have a lot of different areas to pull from. I'm not just that officer that comes in and says, "Okay, you did something wrong, I'm going to arrest you, you're getting a ticket." I take all those things into consideration and try to make the best possible judgment for each situation. And I'm very fortunate that my department, my chief allows me to have that leniency to deal with things the way I see fit.
How long have you been working in the school, not just Keller, but just in schools in general with students?
So this is my 7th school year, which is crazy to think. I mean, it just goes by so fast. And for y'all that, there's some seniors this year. There's actually some 11th graders I've known since they were in 5th grade back down in Indian Springs. So my first 4 years as an SRO, I worked at KCAL. I was the first SRO at KCAL. So from 2017 through 2021, I was the KCAL SRO, and then I moved up here, and this is my 3rd full school year at Keller High School. Okay. So majority of my time has been working with high school age students, and that's why I don't think I would enjoy working in elementary school or an intermediate school. I like working with this age group here because, y'all are, the younger ones, they all look at a cop and they're like, oh, they want a high five and they want stickers and all that stuff. But you all ask questions that I think that I can give you information that is going to help you do better in life. Mm-hmm. So I'm always available to y'all. You see me in the hallway, come up, ask me a question. I'm in my office. Something's going on, you need to talk to me. Just ask your teacher to come talk to me or a counselor or whatever.
Okay, so I've got a question for you, and this is a question that when we decided we were going to interview Officer Tim, I wanted to ask this question. When you started being an SRO, everybody knows Officer Tim with the signature look of the cowboy hat and the mustache. Were you always rocking what started the signature look? I mean, were you day one on the dairy farm with the cowboy hat on?
No,
Or
so-
what started the signature look of the cowboy hat and the mustache?
It's on the sticker and everything.
And the stickers,
yeah,
like,
it'd be-
there's
yeah,
a
they
reason
got
why we got
so
stickers. Officer Tim, tell us about this.
It's interesting how this all went because I'd never owned a cowboy hat until 2018. So our chief approved us to wear cowboy hats in uniform. And I was like, well, I'm going to get me a cowboy hat. And I went to Atwood's Feed Store out in Lake Worth, and I was like, I put this hat on. And my wife's like, that looks really good. And I was like, really? She's like, yeah. So I started wearing it, and I started wearing it around the school, and it just became that thing. And then they changed the policy about facial hair for police officers at KPD. Before, we had to be clean shaven.
I did not know that.
So and then I was like, well, you know what? I have had to be clean shaven for over 20, almost 30 years because my military, I had to be clean shaven. Mm-hmm. Then police officers like, let some stuff grow out.
Why
here,
not?
See what happens.
Mm-hmm.
And it just kind of evolved from a normal mustache and I just let it start growing a little more, and it got down to the handlebars. And I just started. A lot of people are like, that looks really good. And then the cowboy hat, and people here in the community. This used to be a farming community here in Keller, and I see some old timers every now and then, and they'd be like, that looks really good. I really, that makes that y'all look really good wearing those cowboy hats and mustaches and stuff. And the sticker, my emoji there, that actually came from Mr. Gambaro down in KCAL. They took a picture of me one day. Somebody took a picture of me, a cell phone, and next thing I know, he created this emoji of me, and it just kind of evolved from there. So I actually do have a new emoji out with a different facial hair, but I just haven't released it yet. So.
When is that coming out?
It's-
When is that
When's the
coming out?
release
Maybe
date?
the end of the month here.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're getting ready to start the spring season, so I'm thinking doing something different here, maybe a goatee or something. And we'll bring the mustache back for the beginning of school year when it's hot.
Awesome. Well, I'm looking forward for that sticker.
mustache
to come
was
out. I'm
iconic.
fired up.
New drop.
Yeah.
Drop.
How often is it that you get recognized by students, like in public? Because you've definitely become
yeah.
most people's
So
favorite.
it's actually kind of funny because, believe it or not, I actually have civilian clothes I wear out in town.
I saw you at Walmart once.
So, and yeah,
saw you all.
I remember I saw you that day, and it's like, I get that, well, it's kind of that double take. It's like, is that Officer Tim?
Oh no, you weren't. You didn't even wear a cowboy hat. I didn't.
Yeah, so it's like I'm in kind of incognito out in town. I actually get a lot of parents that recognize me, or they'll say, hey, my kid knows you, or they'll see, they know me from when they're picking y'all up at school, and they'll run into me, they'll come up, are you Officer Tim? And but yeah, it's it's one of those things that when I'm out in town, I'm a normal person wearing normal clothes, and people just kind of give me that double look, and I'll see somebody looking at me, and I'll be like, yeah, it's me.
Like a local celebrity almost.
Well, it's not that. It's just that I'm glad y'all recognize me. I'm glad that you know who I am, because I want to get to know everybody in this school. But it's so hard with 3,000 kids, and obviously, I tell people, it's like, come up and talk to me. I tell parents, tell your kid to come up and talk to me. I say it takes about usually 5 times for you to come up and tell me your name before I'm going to remember your name. But I think it's just really important to have that interaction with y'all, because hopefully y'all can trust me where you can come with me when there is something serious you need to come to me about. Something's going on, you see something, or a friend's struggling, or you're struggling, or that something's going on at home and you need to talk to somebody. I know that's hard for a lot of times for people to come forth and and tell something, but a lot of times, and I can say there's numerous times where a student has come up and talked to me, and it has probably saved the life of a friend by doing that.
That's awesome.
Because we intervene then. And you might feel like you're betraying your friend, but how are you going to feel if your friend does something to themselves when you had knowledge where you could have intervened and maybe helped them?
Yeah, it's good that a lot of people trust you.
For sure.
Well, and I think if you talk to people that are talking to me on a normal basis, they know I'm just a normal person. You come in and talk to me, and and I'm not judgmental. Sometimes I'll tell you straight up how it is. People come in and start telling me stuff, and I'll tell them, it's like, bad idea. I know you're not going to listen to me, but it's a bad idea. Or say, okay, you know what? Maybe you should think about doing it this way or something like that. And I don't expect everybody to always listen to all my advice, but, like I said, I was 16 one time too. I have a lot of experience to pull from. I've done a lot of things in my life, guys, and, it just like your parents, they've all experienced a lot of things too. And, my children don't always listen to me, but I think, I do have a lot of experiences, and I can tell you a lot of times just by hearing some of the stuff y'all tell me, it's like, it's probably not a good idea, or you need to think about other avenues.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, Officer Tim, I think is that all we have? I just want to say thank you for coming on, and we really appreciate you, and want to say thank you for your service. And we're fortunate to have you here at Keller High School, and I think everybody in this room appreciates what you do for the school and for the community. So we appreciate you very much, and we're thankful to have you on.
I appreciate you guys giving me this opportunity to come in and talk with y'all. And like I said, I love talking with students. And anytime you see me in the hallway, come up, introduce yourself, say hi to me. And it's just we're all one big community in here. And I'm no different than any other person. So,
awesome.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. That's Officer Tim. Everybody, we'll see you on the next segment of the Hang Zone coming out after this.
Welcome back to the best segment known to man on the Fear Spirit podcast. Come back strong. Welcome back to the Hang Zone. As it says up top, me and the Gil Martins.
Oh, yeah.
We got something different. We got multiple stories, okay? We're going to do something kind of like two truths and a lie here. All three of us, right? We got 3 stories.
Each.
All 3 of us.
Each.
Crazy, wild.
2 truths,
Well, we
one of
gonna
them's a
guess
lie.
who has the lie here. All right, who capping? All right, we will find that out right now. So let's go ahead, take out the phones real quick, get the research going on.
Samuel, you want to start first?
I will start first. All right, so my first story is there's a man and his niece and nephew. He was getting banked from his retirement fund. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so they decided to lock him inside of a pigeon cage for 20 years to steal his pension.
20 years.
To steal his pension. Yep.
Did they steal his pension? What is that? What is that?
It's a retirement fund.
Oh, 20
Yeah.
years to get the bread.
Oh, yeah.
That's messed, bro.
My second story. Huh?
how
59.
59?
Yep.
Oh, yo.
70 years old, 79 years old, locked in a cage.
Oh, my God, dude. Who does that? What a monster.
My second story is a man went out into the woods, I don't know, but he got 25 baby raccoons and raised them. And then he went and robbed a bank with them.
25 baby raccoons.
25
raised the army?
Yep. And he stole $3,000 with 25
20
raccoons.
I feel like you would bring home a lot more bread. I'm
$3,000.
I'm definitely hitting up more stores.
He was caught, and then they released his 25 raccoons back into the wild.
Did they even know what to do afterwards?
No. They went to go bust him out after. Think about it. He raised them, right? He raised them.
Oh, yeah.
He raised them. He
Never
probably got,
talked to the
some
cops.
some like secret dust or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, come get me out, bro. Spoke
yeah.
that like the raccoon language. For real.
And
They
then
ain't snitching. They ain't snitching on him.
Oh, they ain't snitching. They ain't talking. They
Those
can't
raccoons
talk.
ain't talking to nobody.
No one.
And then my last story is there's 4 friends. Yeah, Sean, you go to a pizza places all the time. Yeah.
Nah, I'm not a big
No.
pizza guy.
No.
Actually,
All right.
what are you trying to say, Gilmore?
I'm just saying.
Okay.
I like pizza. All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not trying to imply anything here.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
So there's 4 friends. They sit down at a pizza joint. Yeah. They put what's the first thing you get whenever you go there?
I don't know. Pepper.
Like an appetizer.
Like an appetizer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Salad.
Garlic knots. Yeah.
Salad.
You get garlic knots in the
I
middle
guess.
of your table.
I guess.
And these dudes absolutely lost it over their garlic knots. They had too much garlic on them. So they flipped the table up and threw a chair through the wall.
Wow.
Yep.
That's insane.
Too much garlic?
Yep.
Garlic is actually really healthy.
All right.
Yeah.
Like garlic has some serious benefits for like your heart.
I'm
your
gonna start.
liver.
I'm gonna start it off though. I think the raccoons is a lie.
think? Yeah, Sean, what do you think?
I think it's the garlic. Okay, it's either that.
It's definitely the
garlic.
raccoons. It's definitely the raccoons.
I feel like someone would do that though, but it would have to be like I feel like someone. would definitely do that.
25 raccoons.
There was the monkey whisperer.
Where-
That boy was selling monkeys. The
Yep.
monkeys were. He was
That's true.
trapping out monkeys.
That's true.
Let's not forget that.
That is true. But like,
Come on now.
it's 25 raccoons. That guy was selling them. Like, he probably had like facilities for that. This guy was just holding them out in the woods. There's no.
No
it's
way.
not happening. He
the
brought them
same
into his
25.
house.
That's what I'm
Tim.
saying.
Brought them into his
That's what I'm
house.
saying, bro. The monkey
Raised them like
whisperer.
little babies. All right, Sean, give me your guess. What do you?
I really think it's the garlic knots, bro. Because who gets that mad over a little bit of garlic?
I could see that. Like, somebody
You
was
see
very
that?
with
Have you done that?
no, but
You also see
somebody
somebody
with
or Call of Duty. It's wild.
Samuel on Call of Duty.
They both.
But like, people have anger issues. You don't know what people are doing. People are crazy. There's a lot of crazy people out there.
Mr. Webster, if someone put too much garlic on your garlic knots, you throwing a chair through the wall? I don't think I'm not. Kendall, are you doing that? Kendall says, Harrison, are you doing that? Harrison ain't doing that. Harrison, I think that's cap. Straight
think?
cap. Yeah, I think it's cap.
The lie
Yeah.
was the raccoons.
Dude, are
I
you
got him.
serious? Someone really threw a chair because of too much garlic?
Yep.
What a bomb.
Hey, I told you, Sean.
What anger issues, bro?
I told
Go
you.
to counseling. Get
There's
help.
some weird people out there.
Oh my God.
The raccoons was a lie.
I really thought the raccoons. I wanted the raccoons to be true. I'm not gonna lie. I was praying for the raccoons to be true. That's so. Ew. What? Got too much garlic on here, man.
Got too much garlic.
Why y'all put cheese on it?
All right, here's my 3. I have buy a baby at Walmart. This lady, Rebecca Taylor, was accused of trying to buy another woman's child in the Walmart checkout line. She offered hundreds of thousands of dollars to this lady, and she declined it. But she continued and absolutely insisted that she gave her her child. She was...
The little homie have a barcode on his head. Is that why?
She was charged with the offense of the sale or purchase of a child, which I didn't realize that was an actual, like.
Is that a crime?
Well, it would be. That's an act. That was
would
what
be
she
human
was charged with.
trafficking,
human
yeah?
trafficking,
That's
yeah.
human trafficking.
Yeah.
My second one. This guy, Larry Sanders, 53 years old, and his buddy go out fishing. They get into an argument. We all get into arguments with our friends, right? So it happens.
Yeah.
Happens to all of us. This guy, his buddy says, "I'm gonna call Bigfoot to come and kill you." Larry Sanders comes around and kills the guy because he don't want Bigfoot coming around.
I think that's got to be true. That's true.
And then my third one, armed robbery with a squirt gun. Robert Thomas was found guilty last week of armed robbery. He robbed the victim, Tyler Johnston, of his wallet and watch. Johnston said, "I was absolutely terrified, but now I feel like an idiot for letting some dork with a squirt gun steal my watch."
Some dork with a squirt gun take your rollie. That's wild.
Did he get it back?
A
Oh yeah, he got it back. He got it back.
Okay, did it like look like a squirt gun? Did it look like?
It looked like a gun.
Oh, he made it look like a gun.
Oh yeah.
He probably painted over it.
He probably
Yeah.
spray painted black,
Yeah.
basic colors. You know.
Ooh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one.
I think the squirt gun's real.
Yeah.
People have definitely done that
Yeah.
for sure.
Yep.
What was the other story again?
There was killing fishing partner because of Bigfoot and buy a baby at Walmart.
Man, those all sound real. Those all sound real. I'm gonna go with. I think the squirt gun's real. I'm gonna go with the Sasquatch one.
What's your guess, Sean?
Let me think on it. You know, let me take my time. Because those are actually really convincing stories. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Oh yeah.
Like Walmart, they always got something crazy going down. You know,
A lot of weird people at Walmart.
a lot of weird
Anytime,
people at
any
Walmart.
place.
Someone always got a weird walk at Walmart. Someone's always musty at Walmart. You never know.
Sean, are you musty at Walmart?
Nah, I say fresh. You know, we drip out everywhere we go.
Can't be caught slipping.
Oh,
Nowhere.
You can't.
Nowhere.
I think the squirt gun.
Think squirt gun?
No. Did you say squirt gun?
That one has to be real.
You think that one has to be real?
Yeah. Shut up,
Squirt gun.
Wade.
Give me the squirt gun. It's probably Bigfoot, but give me the squirt gun.
It is the squirt gun.
Give me that! What I tell you?
While there have been other cases of people stealing things with a squirt gun, this individual story was fake. The Bigfoot was real. Some guy stabbed his fishing buddy with a knife because he wanted to call Bigfoot on him.
You think he knows like Bigfoot personally?
Oh yeah, he got him on a speed dial.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Hey,
I'm gonna get Big Mike
homie,
on you, bro. Trust.
come get this boy. Come get him.
Get him, bro. All right. Well, is that it? Is this all
That's all we got. That's all we got.
Let us know what was y'all's favorite story, even if they were fake. Even the fake ones was the fake ones, the real ones. Just let us know. You know, and let us know if you want to keep doing this again. Me personally, I like the 3 lies or like the 2 truths and a lie.
Yeah,
I
that
like
was
that. I think
good.
we should bring it back. I think we should do it again. But that's when we'll keep it up for the Hang Zone. And I guess I'll catch y'all later. See you in the next segment.
Wade, why don't you go ahead and tell us what your responsibility was for this segment?
I had to go to Five Below and get 2 of the weirdest items, and they're pretty dang weird.
They're weird.
And Sean is going to talk about them.
Right here.
And Wade, how much did these items cost you in total?
Like $7.
Wow.
Wasn't that expensive?
Good. So low budget.
The store is so freaking weird.
You're not a big Five Below guy?
I'm not.
Was it your first time in there?
It was.
Really? Oh. All right. Well, Sean, why don't you go ahead and pick a number between 1 and 300?
That's a large margin, bud. What? 250.
Okay.
Oh, did I get it right? Like first off?
First item. Sean, tell us what you think. First initial thoughts.
It's called a Dazzle Duck.
What do you think, Sean? What now?
Yeah, squeak it,
Sean,
squeak it.
What are your? Okay.
Does it squeak?
Yeah.
Squeak?
Make it squeak.
I don't think it's squeaking, dog. Nah, it don't squeak, gang.
So hold on. So Sean, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
What are your first initial thoughts? What would you use this? How would you use this? Where would this go in your house? What would you do with it? Tell us about it. Look, Wade really seems amused. Look at him.
I know.
Talk to us about it.
He like the Dazzle Duck. Age 3 and plus. I would probably put this on my room in my dresser. Or maybe I put it like on my car, just having like the windshield or whatever. Gold duck, look dope. Maybe like throw it in a bath or something like that, like an ice bath. Throw it in the ice bath.
This actually could be an ice bath little deal.
Yeah, for sure. Can I keep this?
I mean, if you want to.
Yeah, we're keeping the Dazzle Duck.
Okay. So Sean,
Maybe
pick
we
up your
can
mic
put it
for
on
me.
the
Pick up your
set.
mic for me, Sean. Let me ask you a question. Final. Okay. So you've felt it. You've squeezed it. You've done all you can do with the duck.
Oh, for sure.
Sean, 1 out of 10.
Do you think that duck, if we put it in a pond, you think it's beating the other ducks out there?
Oh, for sure, dog.
Oh, there's no doubt.
cooking.
There's no doubt. That's pretty funny. Wade, and you're a funny guy. All right. Sean,
Yeah.
1 out of 10. Rate it. Product review. Go.
Okay, just because like my imagination is going crazy, it's like imagine like it's like summertime. I take ice bath.
Yeah.
Dazzle Duck.
Boom.
In the ice bath.
Floating around.
We gonna do that.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna give it like a 5.
Okay. 5 out of 10.
That's a pretty
50 out of
generous
100.
rating.
And actually, that
Just
is
'cause I
pretty
feel
I
like
think it's actually lower.
I feel like just
think
because
it's
like the
lower.
Dazzle Duck in the ice bath, it'll be a vibe.
Yeah.
In the middle of summer.
Wade, I got a question for you. What
Don't squeak, though. I gotta, like,
sent a light bulb off in your head to say, this is what I need to buy for Sean in the product review? Did you just catch your eye because it was bedazzled and sparkly?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a lot more of weird items there. I just picked that one.
All right, so you heard it here first. 5 out of 10 for the bedazzled duck. We've got one more item for you. And
This one might be even weirder.
this one might be even weirder than the bedazzled duck. Well, I'm interested in seeing what this one is. Okay, Sean?
yeah.
I think we've seen enough of the bedazzled duck, my friend. Yeah, go ahead and
Right
keep
here,
that.
actually,
Keep that right here. Wade, if you had to name that, what would you name it? Ready, set, go. Say something. Boom.
Wade.
Perfect. Wade the duck. Okay.
Wade the Duck.
good.
Your next product, your last product. Wade.
We're gonna go crazy, Wade.
Product
What is that?
is
What is that?
What is this?
Sean, why don't you go ahead and read us out loud what that
Dumpling
is?
sponge.
A dumpling sponge.
So Wade, you bought this, obviously. Wade, explain to us what is the dumpling sponge? What does this thing do?
It looked like it clean your dishes.
What does it do? Explain
I
it to
have
us,
no
Wade.
clue.
Can I take it out
I
the
literally
Open her
have
up,
no-
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, open it up. Open it up.
No clue. Yeah, rip this thing
I
open,
have no
Sean.
clue.
Get aggressive. Oh. Okay.
Oh,
Sean, at first thought, what are you thinking? What would you use this for? Where would this go in your house?
definitely near the sink. It's a sponge.
Is it? Yeah.
It makes cleaning fun. Wow.
Sean, you're not seeming too excited about this.
I was really hoping for something, really ecstatic.
Uh-huh.
Something, get my blood flowing. I can really do a reaction to.
Hey, now, Sean,
Oh,
you're gonna
yeah,
need
you're
your
right.
mic, buddy.
You're
Everyone's
right.
your
You're
Ken
right.
is freaking out right now.
I know.
Put the mic next to your face.
Okay, I get it. I'm sorry. You're harassing me.
Ken is off
Anyway,
the
like I was
walls right
saying-
now.
Like I was saying, I was really hoping it was gonna be something I could really do a reaction to, but it's just a sponge.
Mind if I feel that?
Yeah, go ahead, man. It's just a little dumpling sponge. I do like the container though.
Yeah, Sean, what would you use this container for?
Probably to put the dumpling.
What's that, Wade?
Was that worth $2, Wade?
Hey, whoa.
This is a segment.
Wait,
here.
did you use your money or
You
your
gotta
parents'
say something
money?
about the sponge.
All right, Sean.
I got
I
to
use my parents'
You're right.
Okay.
Tell us something about it and rate it.
I like the little box it comes in. That's cool.
It's cool. You ever had a dumpling before?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Cool. Rate this thing, Sean.
This is real mid, aggressively mid. If I had to put a rating on it, I wouldn't. But it's probably like a 1.5.
1.5 out of 10.
is very generous.
Very generous.
I'm a real
You wouldn't give it a
nice
0.73? Add on to the 1.5 to the 1.73?
guy. Nah, that's too many decimals though.
All right, that's fair. This isn't math class. This is broadcast class. This is podcast class. I'm not here trying to do math.
I do like the bedazzled duck though. Back on that, it's cool.
All right. Well, that right there is the first annual product review. I feel like every segment that we do with Wade, I always say, we'll bring it back because it's pretty entertaining. I think we will bring this back because this was pretty entertaining. This was pretty fun. Wade, any thoughts? Any final thoughts? What would you do differently next time?
I'll get something weird next time.
Yeah. Maybe would you go to a different store?
Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree.
Go to Temu. Go to Temu.
Timu?
Yeah, Temu. You know Temu? There's some weird stuff on there.
It's cheap too.
I say we do the WWE SmackDown segment.
Is that what you say?
Yup.
How would we do that?
I say we just do it with tortillas or something.
What?
I'm in it. I say everybody contributes in this class.
What do you explain
Everybody
this?
contributes in this class.
All right, well, let's not go
What
off on a
everyone's telling
rampage
me-
here. Of
No.
randomness and
Let me
tortillas.
talk. We slap each other with tortillas with water in our mouths. Like this.
How's that WWE, Wade?
And
I
whoever
would
keeps
be
the
down.
water in their mouth wins.
Just like a battle royale.
All right.
I'll be down for that.
We'll think about it. We'll consider it. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your 2024 first annual Wade's product review. Wade, we thank you for going out and buying these products. Wade did come out of your own pocket, so we appreciate you, Sean. We thank you for rating it.
Came out of his parents' pocket, actually.
Yeah, it came out of my parents.
Well, okay, that's my bad. We thank your parents for buying this for us.
No problem.
We'll see you next time on the Wade's product review. We'll be right back with the outro.
That's gonna be it for the Spirit for the Lord have mercy. Ooh. That's gonna be it for the Fear the Spirit podcast.
What a great episode that was, man. Officer
Yeah.
Tim,
That was
so awesome to have him on.
new castmate,
Yeah.
Wade, the golden bedazzled duck. He gonna be here. You gonna see a lot of him.
Yeah, he'll be coming back. He's slowly starting to earn his way.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Couple of bumps in the road first semester. He's gonna get it good. He's gonna pick it up. Great episode, Sean. I enjoyed it.
Great episode. Great segments.
Mm-hmm.
Loved them. I'm really hoping next time we bring something a little bit more interesting for for the review. If y'all want to bring something, if y'all feel that confident,
Drop something off at Mr. Webster's door if you know where his classroom is,
yeah,
and
for sure.
he'll keep it. So
we'll keep it and we'll review it. I will review it. We will We'll review it. But in case we don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Free R. Kelly.